Hey there guys, welcome to the video. In today's video, it's a compilation of the hardest crash from each race in NASCAR's regular season. In the bottom left hand corner, there will be the track name as well as a rating out of 10. The number out of 10 is basically how hard I think the impact was in that crash. 10 being the hardest, 1 being the lightest. I hope you guys enjoy. Drop a like and subscribe for more.
Will Dillon have help? No, they come down to block. Logano goes back up. Keselowski with him. McDowell in tow. Dillon on the bottom.
The run's on top. Oh! Teammates.
Around they go in a hard crash. Kyle Busch.
Larson.
Caution is out.
Bubba Wallace is in this. Austin Cindric. Hard hit by Kyle Busch. Caution's out.
McDowell is first to the line, but that time stamps all video to determine the order of finish at the moment of caution.
Huge run, went for it. Joey was obviously had to block.
And Michael McDowell from Glendale, Arizona, for Bob Jenkins Front Row Motorsports, has won the Daytona 500.
How about that?
Man.
That's a huge win for Michael McDowell and that team. Doesn't get any bigger than this.
And a huge crash for everybody else.
Still there, clear.
Pocono was a crossover right here. I'm thinking there was some help with that one.
You're right.
Chastain was 20th. And yes, it appears those cars were
Trying to sort of do a bit of a slide job there, Clint, on the 12 car of Ryan Blaney. He comes up, but Ryan has too big of a run, and the 10 just can't stop the momentum. Comes up, gets in the left front of the 12 of Blaney, turns him into the wall. Big damage to both of these race cars.
One fast, gotta take it down.
Man,
Right on you.
I just really think Amarola. I mean, you see, he tries to slow it down, but just doesn't slow it down.
Now it's on a splitter and takes off.
Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, man.
It's just like a ski. There's no chance. Once it gets on the splitter, you're along for the ride.
Well, the caution is back out. Anthony Alfredo torn the back of his car off, exiting turn 2.
Oh, a little bit of help, or a lot of help.
That's a lot of help.
Good, you're good to the middle. Good to the middle, you're clear all the way. Clear all the way.
Look what it did to that line.
Turn the wall, Kurt Busch.
I think this is a product, some guys pushing.
That's a product of everything that happened and what we were talking about.
He was trying to get it all, and he got turned. Now the 18 Kyle Busch in front's going to spin his tire. His older brother Kurt, third car back on the outside lane.
Super 9 tries to give a little assistance to the 18. Now they're stacked up. Yeah, the 11 was pushing the 1 maybe a little bit too hard as they got into turn 1.
Now.
Right with Kurt Busch, the monster and empty can. All right, so on the bottom, Corey LaJoie in the 7. He's trying to stay on the lead lap. That could be a tall order.
Oh, heavy damage.
And he gets hit hard.
Right in front of your leader, Martin Truex Jr. barely got through that.
Barely got through there, and he was able to stay in the lead also, I believe.
Anthony Alfredo, I believe, is who
And that
piled into it.
Tore up.
And Corey LaJoie, who was fighting to stay on the lead lap, will not.
Gonna need some dude wipes to clean this up.
Oh, low-hanging fruit, Clint.
Radiator, though, that thing is destroyed.
So
yeah, you see the 10 of Amarola got a little bit too low, maybe got into that dirtle.
Well, Golovic moved up just a little bit right there and gave him a little bit of room to get his nose in there. He tried it, just not enough. Got up on that dirtle, like you said, and spun out. You can see he was looking underneath of him. I don't think.
Yeah, that was actually Stuart Friesen. He was trying to get underneath.
I believe that was Golovic that he hit.
It's the 38 of.
Oh, and here's the
Alfredo
leader. Look at him sneak through. Just barely. Wow.
And his driver was able to
back straight away.
Oh, big
Is
wreck.
clogged, completely backed up. And it started with Kyle Busch sideways with another car blocking the entire back straightaway.
Oh, I see Alex Bowman in that.
Reese on fire.
Busch is in it.
Alex Bowman, what a difference a caution can make.
Justin Haley. So that started back in turns 1 and 2. Here he comes into frame.
Yeah, you can see he's trying to go to the inside of the 17 of Chris Buescher. They make contact. Boy, Buescher gets loose and comes down. I don't know if he intentionally tried to come down because he was upset, but boy, look at that parking lot after that.
Brad in that one again.
It'd be easier to tell you who wasn't involved.
Drive 17.
Get it here as soon as he got. Oh man, big shot right there. Keselowski.
Everybody's just being shoved right into this. And then I think he's mad. You know, at this stage in the race, you get angry when something like that happens. But that's why you got to keep your composure. I don't know that that was intentional, but it just seemed to me like he could have prevented from getting into the outside of the 18.
You see the.
Kevin was running 8th when this happened.
Just past the start-finish line going into turn 1. Oh, yeah, that's like the worst place. Yeah, that right rear tire just went down. That's an odd situation that far into a run to see a right rear tire go down like that.
He went backwards because he chose the. Oh, he's in it. Wrecking. Joey Logano.
Logano. And Keselowski
is in it.
Boy, it's just scary. Anytime that air gets underneath that car, gets it airborne like that. Thankful to see that car get back on 4 wheels and not have a something moving around.
Grabbing the window net there. Look at the 11. He moves down to try to go on the bottom, gets turned, turns him into Joey Logano. And then, Jeff, we've all felt it. That silence. When that car goes over, it gets really, really quiet. Not a fun sound.
And you have no idea if that car is just going to start rolling and continuing to roll or if it's going to settle down. Luckily, that's what it did. Which we talk about. And when Denny stepped out, the 47 was still connected. And that little bit of contact is what turned Denny into the 22 of Logano.
End of stage 1. Oof. Under caution. Christopher Bell blocked the outside going into 1. Kyle Busch wrecking trouble turn 4, 1 car around. Christopher Bell catches Ryan Preece and he's in the fence and caution waves. And Ricky Stenhouse got all piled up on that one. So both the JTG Doherty cars involved. There's Preece finish.
That was tough on JTG Doherty right there.
Yep.
Now he gets a bump draft him from Suarez, sends Christopher Bell into the corner, and the car just comes around on him.
It's got loose in the wake.
He collects Stenhouse and then Preece.
In 4th position right now, but not very heavy as we got a caution on the racetrack.
Wow.
Boy, so reminiscent of his teammate
exactly
Eric
like
Almirola. Cole Custer heavy into that back straightaway wall.
Lap 99, 4th caution of the day. Hard hit for Cole Custer. Cole Custer climbs out. Very top of the screen, the white and orange car.
Alfredo's already loose. When Half comes down, always going to collect Cole Custer, just an innocent bystander. Tries to lock up the brakes here. Wow. Look at that safer barrier.
That's a shot right there.
Man, that time that car went up on 2 wheels.
And it landed in his lap. I mean, there is nothing that Cole Custer.
That would have been, to your point, maybe up to 4 seconds a lap difference.
Oh no, not Eric Almirola.
Turn 4.
Man, I just feel for him and this race team. They just cannot catch a break. Clearly right front tire went down, Clint.
It looks like
Fifth caution of the day comes out on lap 3.
That's coming off of turn 2 down the back straightaway into turn 3. As soon as it loads in those bumps.
along for the ride.
It's on the move is Austin Cindric.
Oh, we got another one. Is that the 19?
Yep.
Same
Oh, it gets
situation.
another-
Wow.
And right under him. Oh, and into the wall. Goes the 40. Oh, my gosh.
Cole Custer, nowhere to go there. Big fire. He had a big impact. Luckily, seeing him get out of the race car right now, because that was a big impact to that inside barrier. Oh, no, not yet.
Oh, somebody checked
the
up
34.
right there.
McDowell
34, yep.
checks up. Truex gets into him, and he's slowing down, and here comes Cole Custer through to the inside. Nowhere to go. Has no idea. Martin Truex Jr.'s had damage. Now that right, thank goodness there's a little bit of a safer barrier. Well, is that a
That's
safer
a foam barrier.
Yeah.
It's a foam wall.
barrier?
Yes.
Thank goodness that was there instead of just hitting that Armco barrier for Cole Custer.
We're going to ride with.
And he's just trying to get checked up. But
There
you
were
could-
cars in front of McDowell, but none were slowed dramatically from what we could see there.
I feel like we could get the Air Titans out there and probably help these guys to restart, especially just on that straightaway. It's the only troublesome spot. Just like you said, Jeff, these cars that are 3 and 4 wide on these restarts in particular, massive hit right there. It's Cole Custer. Man, he almost got him on his lid. That was a big hit. Ooh.
Oh, you can see right there.
Oh,
Sparks
gave up.
That right front
tire. Right there at the end of the run. Be interesting to see what happens here, by the way. Into this.
What would I was? Oh, he's gotten into the wall hard.
Carrying
And
a
the
lot
right
of
front
speed into
tires
turn
down.
1. And caution is on the speedway.
This is going to shake things up.
Ooh, man, look how hard he has hit that barrier. That's on the front straightaway before you get to turn 1. Or oh man, that right front tire's already
blue.
down.
Yeah, I'd be wondering if he had a tire rub or something. Pretty hard hit right there.
Well, that's a fast section of this racetrack. You just don't.
Fourth caution of the race has come out, and you see Chris Buescher slow on the racetrack. Also saw Justin Haley in the 77 with an issue with that car. So difficulties for these cars.
Both those cars got right front tire issues getting down into turn 1, both of them in the fence.
They're running 15th and 17th.
Both of them.
Oh, wow.
Two separate situations.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. Wow.
So I wonder if the 7, it's not a teammate. Oh, we got a big crash back here on the front straightaway.
Cole Custer in the 41. He's got a lot of damage to the front.
It looks like a situation where either he got clipped in the left rear and turned in the wall. Don't see any damage on the right rear quarter panel to think.
Here you go. See if we can figure out what happened.
Oh, he tried to maybe squeeze in here, and
oh no,
Brad. So Brad, he was going to go. I think Brad thought that Cole was coming up the racetrack in front of him, and Brad said, "You know what? I'm going to dive to the inside." Well, Cole didn't come as far.
Got into the wall off turn 3 and it accidentally.
I think I blew it right front of the tunnel.
Oof. Oh, that will hurt.
Finished 26th yesterday. He was running 25th just now.
That's really early in a run to blow a tire.
We'll see what happened. Oh, here's the car. It's late already. I think he's already having his issue. Yeah, up out of the groove pretty far around the corner and into the fence. Not as hard as it could have been. You blow a right front tire, typically that's going to be a really violent impact. Lucky for him, it does hit the
image. Let's take another look at this. The 7 gets wide, I think, Jeff, and then tries to rejoin.
Yeah, he's way off track and just tries to come back on track and contact. I think that's Austin Dillon.
Yeah. He's like, man, I'm here. You got
that was hard contact between those two cars. I know it's damaged the right front of the 7, but you have to wonder what it might have done to the 3.
Oh, gosh.
Hit him right in the wheel, right behind the left front tire.
You know, what do you do? Austin can't get out of the way. You got to get back on the track.
Yeah, man, I think if you're Corey, you gotta.
Good run by the 22, Joey Logano. Look at the momentum there. And they spin from turn 2 into the wall.
Daniel Suarez, Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
We're done. Front end damage, heavy front end damage.
Left front not even spinning for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. A couple cars involved. We saw the 99 and 47. Swore.
Oh, you see Cody get loose right there. But that was such a chain reaction up the racetrack where the 47 is sent into the door of the 99. Suarez down the racetrack. What a great job by, is that the 38 of Alfredo?
Yeah, Anthony Alfredo.
Wow.
On
Look how fast it happens in real. Just on the 47.
Really good. Just be easy here.
Oh, we got a car on the wall.
That's two cars. Truex.
It's raining. Raining in turn one.
It all of a sudden just started raining really quickly in turn one. Bunch of the leaders had trouble. Bunch of the guys up front.
Kyle Busch leading the race. First one to the corner in the rain. You see the damage. Heavy damage to the 18 car. The 19 of Truex, another Joe Gibbs Toyota.
I think Hamlin has some damage too.
Some damage on the 42 car. Ross Chastain. Don't know how this started, why this started, but look at the lack of grip.
Yeah,
everybody in the corner, way up the track. More cars back here with contact.
And the two of Brad Keselowski consistently having braking issues, and who does he hit? His own teammate. I mean, that's just bad luck for Joey Logano. Brad Keselowski out of control down the inside of the racetrack, and if anybody he wants to hit, it's not this 22, and heavy damage really around the right rear tire of this 22.
Turn 6.
All of that contact between the two leaders is allowed. Oh, the 24 is spinning. The 24's, there's multiple cars into the wall here. There must be oil or some kind of fluid down on the racetrack right there in turn. We got more cars coming in.
William Byron is reporting that the curb came up. He hit the curb in the 24.
Yeah, the rest of these guys get piled in here. Oh, more cars getting destroyed going through turn 5 over that curb. Unbelievable. Now, Steve, I got to ask you, why would the Cup cars have more trouble with that particular curb?
Christopher Bell holds on for second. Larson, Elliott, Hamlin, third through fifth. Austin Dillon, look at this. Dillon with so much damage, just finished 6th in the stage, and the whole back end of the car torn off.
Oh, they had such a good day going.
Let's take a look and see how this started. On the inside of Brad Keselowski off of turn 4. Side drafting the 2. Oh my. Oh, that's a hard hit.
Had just finished 6th and looked like when he went to the apron, he thought once he crossed the start-finish line, just come back up on the racetrack, but the 2 was there.
Lots of side drafting going on here. Underneath Keselowski. Just trying to side draft, and Keselowski comes down the racetrack with him, trying to slow him down. That is just two guys trying to use the arrow to slow the other one down and make contact. Hooked him in the right rear, sent him straight into the wall.
We were riding along with Brestree there, that onboard. Now, you take a look from Brad's perspective. Big hit by Austin Dillon. It's a must-win situation in Daytona now for the 3-team and Austin Dillon, almost upside down. It's Blaney out front.
Suarez in the middle of this.
Harvick running second. A big shove coming from the middle. Daniel Suarez in the 99. He gets turned into the 4, and they go into the wall. The next flag will end the race. And there is the caution flag. Ryan Blaney wins. That's what happened on the backstretch.
Big run with Suarez, with Kurt Busch pushing him, and they just made contact. And
yeah, Suarez goes to the inside of the 4 car there to try to take that run that one car of Kurt Busch's gave him, and Kurt gets into the right rear quarter panel, turning the 99 into the 4. Kurt trying to get low with the 99, just not able to get there, not able to help him. Turns him into the 4, and away they go.
Here it is right here. That was the move, and then as you said, Kurt just trying to push him and gets him in the right rear. And Blaney, 2 in a row.
Blaney wins at Michigan last week and now at Daytona.